fine, and that file header may contain multiple things. Now, like if I go with this, say for example, man read elf, so this displays me information. So if I say read elf dash h, say, okay, let us see whether do we have any executable here. Okay, so nasm dash plf 32 dot asm. GCC 4 dot dash E32. Now, when we go with this read elf dash h a dot out, so this would be a header of file. Like there are multiple things added. Okay, so depending upon the file format. Okay, whether like when I say file format, I don't mean only executable. It could be any file. So it could be PDF, it could be either of them. So first, whenever a file you start reading the file, first of all, whatever the editor that you use, for example, or whatever the command that you use, say for a while, if I write less, say for example, pro.asm. So first, this less command definitely should know whether can I display this file or not. Okay, so if I try to do this with my a.out, so it definitely tells me this. How it came to know that the file which was asked to be displayed is executable or not, or some other file format. So it says it could understand that it is a binary file. So as it is a binary file, so it is saying that okay, it is saying that the file which you gave as a parameter to less command is a binary file. That means from where exactly it got that information. So this information would be available in header. Okay, and like if you recall, whenever we try to open a file from desktop, okay, using a GUI, at that time sometimes if that associated application which can open that file is not available, it will ask you for open with. Have you seen that? Then you particularly say, okay, use this particular application to open such set of files. Now, when it is done, ultimately this information is stored. Like I have to associate that directly. Say, for example, if I say this will let me know. Sorry, this will let me know. This magic number will let me know that this is an ELF32 file. Okay, and kind of uh, executable or an object code. Now, when we see this a dot out, so let us read these numbers 7F454C 460101. Okay, and if I write about say 4.0 read ELF dash H 4.0. Sorry. Now read the code 7F454C46. It looks same, correct? Now what is difference here with both of these files? Both of them, like if I try to say read, sorry, if I use file command for 4.0, it says relocatable file, and if I use file command for a.out, it says it's a shared object and which is dynamically linked. So like read header will containing some information. For example, this type, check this file type. Now if I say this, you can check the file type, correct? And similarly, if I do this with a.out, check this type, correct? So some information definitely is picked from this header, which is used to display information about that file. So what happens is, like when we do talk about this readelf, if I go with this utility to display my symbol table, okay, it is going to add whole information or all the symbols which can be part of symbol table would be picked and displayed. And if I do the same thing for my object code, so object code will be containing few things which can be shown outside and few things may not be shown directly. For example, I have used two sections there, so maybe it is telling me that there are two sections added, correct? And the address, start address of them would be, say for example, 0. Correct. Ultimately, same thing would be there. Like, let us make the change in our code. So now you will understand this part. Let me add now section.bss a resd1. Okay, now let me translate this code NASM and let me list this. Now you will see one another section is added there, correct? That means what? These are also added as a part of symbol table. Okay, file name is also added as a part of symbol table. Now this is something which we don't know right now, correct? But we definitely can see that whatever symbols that are being used by us inside the code. So this message was displayed into data section. This A was displayed or added into BSS. This puts was added as an external call, and this main was used by you inside the code. Now each of them are starting at 0 because they are part of different bodies now. So this is for text section. This is an external symbol or library. Address is not known, that's why this is undefined. Correct. A, we know that it is from BSS, so that's why address is 0, and MSG again is 0. Now if I add one more symbol to both the entries, like for example in BSS as well as in data, so let us say D1, DB or DD1. Okay, and I am adding here B resb 10. Fine. So let me go here and generate again this object code and let us read this. Now you will see the address has got changed. This MSG was starting at 0, and then I saw D1, which is another variable declared by me at address E. What happened was it computed size of message. So if I see size of message, like D means what is the D? What is D hex D in decimal? Hex D in decimal is, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So is D 14 or 13? Are you there? What is hex D? If DE in hex, what is the equivalent for its
14, sir.
14? So can you see that this is 14? So this will start at 15, correct? And that's why that E was added there as an address. So what we saw here. Okay. Similarly, we declared this A as res D. So if I see this, first was res D. That means what if address of this is 0, then how many doubles are there to be resolved? 1. So that means amount of bytes to be resolved are 4. Correct. Then next, like 0, 1, 2, 3 would be the value, would be the address where this value related to A would be stored. Now this B will start at 4. 0, 1, 2, 3. These are the 4 addresses for A. And now fourth, like the start address for B would be, say, what we said was like 4. Okay, now that is how this information is captured. But now when I do talk about this, this is the symbol table capture mechanism which is picked from your 4.0. Similarly, I have an utility called say, our Linux has an utility called NN. So what it does is it only picks information about the symbols which are used in object code. Now when we say used in object code, I definitely can see that this BB is telling me that this is BSS. This D1 and MSG is telling me that it is data section. This T is telling me that it is text section. And this U is telling me that it is undefined symbol. That is the reason why the address is not seen. Now if you compare the addresses even, these addresses are same as the way that it is showing here. Now this utility definitely picks it from your file. Now whole symbol table may not be picked. because symbol table may contain these new entries. Like for example, 4.2 is containing nearly 10, 11 entries starting with 0. And here when I see NN, which only picks user defined symbols are added here. Now some symbols which are available in the file itself because of the requirement of the file format, so they may not be listed over here. Correct. So what is the difference between NN and readelf? Readelf symbol table would be displayed. Okay, when it displays that symbol table using readelf-s, it picks every element which is stored as a symbol. Okay, either it could be defined or not defined. Now, if you recall, when we say when we talked in our SIS2 course, okay, in that case, while we were planning to design an assembler, when we said that okay, if I want a 2-pass or 1-pass assembler, then if that symbol value or the label that you are using is not defined yet, so how exactly we are going to keep those forward references? Okay, or how exactly we are going to tackle the backward references? So I should be able to give an error like if that variable is not declared. So for example, if I go to my code Emacs 4.asm, and here I am writing say push b1, and then I am saying pop b1. Okay, nasm dash alf. Now you will see like two errors are declared. Okay, I can see that two errors are displayed in front of me, and this is at line number 11 and line number 15. Now, how exactly it came to know that this B1 is not defined? So definitely it took help of this readelf. Now as the object code is not generated, I would not be able to see this B1 undefined case, for example. Okay, in this case. But now if I say, if I go to again my code, and if I say, for example, let me write this one. Now if I try to do this, then it understood. Okay, seems what you did was you are trying to tell or communicate the system that this B1 is part of the program which is not defined here. Correct. Now these two errors, as B1 was written as external, so it only is talking about pop instruction which we added, because we cannot replace address of it. So if I now put comment on this pop, now let me go and translate this. Now if I display my symbol table, now you will see this B1 also to be undefined because it is saying as external, and until and unless it is linked with another file, I would not be able to make use of this B1 directly. It will be keeping it as undefined. So when it is written as external, it is task of assembler to keep information that it seems this variable is or this symbol is used, okay, inside the code, but which is not defined as a part of data section or a symbol table of this program, but it is referring to symbol table of some other program. When I say some other program, it could be an object code, it could be a shared library too, the way that it is doing with putters. So this putters is coming from shared library, but this B1 is coming from, right now assumption is it may be coming from shared library or it may be coming from some other file which would be used at the time of linking. Now if I go and say generate this 4.0, then it is going to give an error, like given there is a problem with given, because it tried searching that given into shared libraries, it could not locate them because it could get information about this putters, and that's why error was not given for putters here, like the way that it is saying undefined reference to B1. But it could not locate this beyond the object code which was supposed to be, or the libraries which were supposed to be linked along with this 4.2 to generate executable, and then suddenly it's okay. Seems correct. Now if I take say a code, And here I am saying section dot data, and the variable that we use B1 in section dot text global ABC. Okay. Now suppose if I try to generate object, and at the time of linking, if I say file.o, now how exactly it will know like I'm referring to this B1 which is available there. It is not getting that information at all, because here what are the things that I used, say for example B1 as a variable, correct, in my code. Uh, Sorry. Is it visible? Yeah. Okay. So whatever the B1 that I used was a variable, correct? In 5.asm, and in 4.0 I am talking about something external. How exactly it is going to combine this? Okay. So let me go to again this 5.asm. I will remove this and I will say B1, B1, and then I am writing here right. Now, if I try to assemble again my code, no errors. Now, if I try to link, then it removed that information, because you are referring to a function which you used inside the code. Now, whether it is proper mechanism to make use of or not, it is different question. But it definitely could understand whatever the external that you used, that error which was earlier there, okay, undefined reference to B1 was removed, because in this 5.asm file, you can see that I wrote global B1 and I said B1 here. So it thought, okay, you might be trying to refer to a function B1 which is fact. So you hello. When it says global, ultimately it came to know that you are referring to a symbol which is declared as an external, and that's why like you may see there is a change in address. Like for example, this 401A11, this main is defined at 11B0, and your next function or B1 is defined with 11D0. So B0 and D0, now you can compare. Now how exactly that organization might be. Correct. If I go in obj dump dash D a dot out pipe place. Now when I go and find my main, let us check for main. Yeah. Now you can see like it was at B0, then it was taking these addresses completely. This was your main program, okay, and then your B1 started here. So though it is not containing anything, but it has something to go with. Now why it is doing this, let us not much worry about, because it seems it is a code added to make that thing possibly available, because if you see same code is added there 6690, 6690, 90. Why it is added, this may be kind of linking mechanism which might be trying to patch up the things, we don't know, correct. So I hope now you must have understood difference between readelf and nm would be picking from only symbol table available with elf file. Okay, Pranoti, any question now? Pranati?
सर तुमचा आवाज ब्रेक झाला मग आता काय बोललात ते?
Okay. So, like, have you understood difference between NN and readelf?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What readelf is doing? Readelf is reading the header and whole file, ELF file. This utility is only available for ELF file. Okay. Now NM picks from information about only symbols from the object code. Now when it refers to object code, it could be executable as well. Fine. Any other question? Yes, please. Any other question? If you have, we can work out. Not an issue. No? Okay. Now, like you must have seen, I was talking about in one of the class, like our previous class rather, we were talking about register numbers and opcode table. So have you tried searching about opcode table? Where exactly that opcode table is stored for all instructions? How exactly that is picked? Like if you recall, while we did manual translation of the code in our SIS2 codes rather from the Intel manual, we took help of Intel manual. Now, when we do talk about assembler, we can always refer to Intel manual. I have to store it somewhere. Correct. Now, your task for today is what? Where is that opcode table is stored? Okay. Which file contains information about that object code? Understood? Okay. So take help of your laptop and try to find out where exactly your opcode table is described in which file from the source code directory. Right? Start it. And let me know if you get access to that particular file rather. Right? Search about it in the source code and let me know. Okay? That is your task which is to be finished by you before 11. You have 30 minutes to work around. Okay, if you find that file, you can send me personally. Okay, then we will see like how many of you do get it quite right.
Which file, sir?
Huh? I want where exactly this opcode table is stored. Where exactly the opcode table is stored. Understood? Okay, use your laptop, try to find out in the working directory where exactly these things could be possibly available.